The Douglas DC-6. It was designed to carry passengers in luxurious comfort between the world's great cities. New York, London, Paris. An elegant aircraft for a more elegant age. And naturally, we're going to take it somewhere completely different. Hello everybody, happy Monday. Welcome to the start of another week, and tonight, part 6 of Prop Job. The mighty DC-6, we find ourselves in Colombia, and we're going to ramble up to Venezuela. Yes, now unlike the rest of our landing challenges that we're doing the thing with the DC-6, well, tonight's flight a little bit different because we have weather to contend with. You see, here up above in the Andes, where it's all lovely, but today there's cloud. Storms, in fact, wind, rain, mass hysteria, it's all happening now. So we've added an additional challenge to what should ordinarily be, you know, mad, but it's grand. I've every confidence in your own, you know, I've every confidence, and tonight we get to put it all into practice. You see, and it's brilliant. Yes, Monday, the start of another week, and indeed that of a bank holiday here in Ireland. Currently 18 degrees here in the Premier County, Murph Manor, and 22 degrees inside in the Man Cave. So it's grand. Conditions are almost grand. Almost, right? Except for me shower broke today. Jay, only got a new shower. I had to go back through me, you know, because I lost the receipt. So you turn on the shower and no water comes out. Now, before we start troubleshooting this, I checked the water. Water's working. I checked the electrics, took off the cover, everything looked fine. it would appear to be some sort of a valve. Yes, some sort of a electrically controlled solenoid valve thingy that when you turn on the shower, it just kind of hums at you. You know, well, more of a yeah, right. So now I need to get up early in the morning. Well, I was getting up early anyway, but I was getting up early in the morning. Now I have to. And go down to the place with the thing, go, you know, I don't need to go Karen yet, but I'll be all up in their business. My shower's not working. I'm not looking forward to this. The last time I was left alone to do this sort of work, well, there was water, lots of it. Yeah, right. There's a knack to the valve to turn off the water, and every time I do it, I'm like, right, that's the knack, and then I forget it, and then it ends up terribly wet. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So for the moment, you know, it's a garden hose, right, or in next door. They're very accommodating, and there'll be no singing in that shower. I can tell you that. Well, there probably will be, but sure, listen, you know. So that's what's going on here, lads. What else? I was busy today doing stuff and things as I usually do, and what was I messing with earlier on? I was messing with the map enhancement thingy. Because I use it in X-Plane, you see, and I said, well, you know, how's the old map enhancement behaving for Microsoft? And it wasn't too bad. More testing needed. Tonight we're using Strata Weather to see how that behaves. And of course, tonight's flight, we're doing so with Groupie from Say Intentions, where we get to be able to talk to one another and kind of practice some of our ATC vocabulary as we try to speak with correct radio telephony, it's called. Some very big words being thrown at you there this evening. But sure, listen, it'll be grand. It'll be grand. And what else? Yeah, no, you're about up to... Oh, wait, my air freshener. Oh, yeah. So I ran out of juice right. And, of course, you can't buy the refills. It's like a razor. Do you ever... Right, am I the only one who figures this out? You can buy a razor and, like, you know, a couple of blades. It's like, you're sorted. And then you want the refill. That's how they get you. It's like printers and ink. Come on in here, we'll give you great value. And then they absolutely latch on to you. You know... but that's where I'm at now. Right, you're 100% up to date. That's brilliant. There's a new Spitfire on the way. Yes, we saw that in the news. And what else? I had a yogurt. Now that's it, 100%. Right, that's the extent of my day. But don't worry, you know, there'll be more happening tomorrow and the next day. Yes, that's usually what happens. But anyway, for those of you who are giving out about the incredible DC-6. You need to sort that out fairly lively. DC-6, lads. Absolutely gorgeous. And tonight, I'm looking forward to this one to see how we get on, right? But who's here, look, on this Monday? CP65, a very good evening to you. Welcome in. Mrs. TPHI, she's upside down. She's always upside down. We don't know why, but she is. Happy Monday. Vacuum is here. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce. And Wolfie, good to see you, bud. Who else? Super Typhon, sup? Malky Mac is in the house. Welcome aboard. Muse fan. How he is, his mad jokes, his happy Monday. Muse, good to see you, bud. Retriever Neil is in the house. Welcome in. Malky Mac checking in. Oh, all the checking in. Brilliant. Creo, a very happy Monday. Back to normal-ish. Hello to all in County Mayo. Hope all is well. You're looking well. You enjoying the weather? It's raining. It's raining here all day. Not particularly heavy, but, you know, it's raining all day. Summer's over, lads. It's gone. Right. That's it till next year. APU Inspector, welcome aboard. Uniform Goose. Good day, Goose. Happy Monday, buddy. Ozymandias is here. Welcome aboard. Who else? Do you hear me throat? It's all very, isn't it? My voice. It's all kind of crackly. Airplanes do that, you know, and, you know, aircon, yeah, you know. I could be coming down with something, you know. The hokey, there's buttons. Yeah, right, but it just as well I can communicate with eyebrow. Yeah, I'm still working on it, mind you. Right. Sometimes they can both go together. Brilliant, isn't it? Before there was computer games, lads, all you could do in the evening was sit and look at yourself in the mirror with your face and do mad things. Cross your eyes and all this kind of messing. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, Jesus. How did we get onto this? Anyway, we're over here, look. Stu Snape is here. A very good evening to you. Hope all is well. P.S. Mirandai. Hello there. Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Yuval is here. Tarnish Mossman, good to see you. Malky Mac, 150 streams in a row. Thank you very, very much indeed, Malky. Viper Strike is here on a long-haul flight from San Francisco to Dubai. Ooh, what are you going to buy? Mugan is here, good to see you. Happy Monday. Elric is here. Time for the DC-6 chaos. I mean, it's time for more nice professional flying. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Noel Jern, welcome aboard. Sim Guy is here. Good to see you, bud. Hope all is well. Medic24 Life is checking in. Good to see you. Sir Campsalot, my dude from Angoshlan Nua. Welcome in, welcome in. How's she cutting now? Do you notice now, right? I use audio ducking. So the audio ducks out of the way and we... Jesus! I use audio ducking. And when I speak, the music goes down a bit. You notice the music getting louder when I stop talking. But I found this issue. If I mute myself, watch. I can still talk and it still lowers the music even though I'm muted. Anyone have like some sort of a... I mean, the signs needed here somewhere, right? Don't know how we do it. But anyway, Gar Gaming is here from County Galway. Welcome in, buddy. 98 Vulcan, top of the morning to you, man. How are things down under? Linny Bobbins, 'tis herself, and she's checking in. She says, good evening from the island where they are landing the wrong way. Yeah, brilliant. You're looking well, missus. Shuffle Shoes, shuffles in. AJH John, happy Monday. Idle Cutoff is here. Cambridge calling. It's been hot as balls here today. I can't say it's been the same here in Tipperary. 18. Tomorrow is between 12 and 20. Tuesday is... No, hang on. That's Monday. Tuesday is between 13 and 22. And then Wednesday, 11 to 16 degrees. Summer's over, lads. It's shagged. You know, it's all gone. It's all gone pear-shaped. Right. But anyway, we won't let that worry us too much. Right. We will, but we won't. Spitfire RAF 100 is there in the chat. Welcome aboard. The Impossible Face, merry Monday indeed. Cracker is here, 175 streams in a row. Good to see you, Cracker. Mr. TPHI has completed another day in the office. Welcome aboard. Billy, welcome in. Jamaumu is here. Welcome aboard, buddy. Happy Monday. Assidious, welcome in. Hermit Something, very good afternoon to Boston. Hope all is well. Home Wreckers checking in from Cork. Flyer 10, good to see you, bud. Goblin Zeus, good evening. How's she cutting, man? The Dameranian, good evening. Sun Jammers here, welcome aboard. Filthy, it's your man on the Twitch. Happy Monday indeed. Great to see you, bud. Zard is in the house. Care 85. You're looking well, Care. Looking well. UTB is in the house. JP Gaming is here. Murph, my heart is broken. You're supposed to ask why. Wait, why? What happened, Homewrecker? Olsen, good to see you. Now, Damo. Ahoy, ahoy. Jesus, there's buttons. Damo, good to see you, bud. Happy Monday. Dougal McTavish, the chairman. Planning to fly, but Microsoft has had other ideas. Yet again, reverting all my settings to sim default. Bah, feckin' humbug. Jeez, Dougal. We need, like... I don't know what we need, but we need it now. And we want plenty more tomorrow. Right. Jesus, Dougal. Hope you're well, buddy. Great to see you. Eamon 1973 is in the house. D. White, welcome aboard. Fear Smiled. Yeah, right. Fear Smiled. They say that here. You're not far from the mighty Amazon. Indeed, that's right. Long weekend here as well. But of course, our Canadian friends, you see, check out a town called Tunja. It's about 70 nautical miles north. Jesus. There's buttons all over the place. Double alerts all over the place. What in the... Gene, that's hilarious. Do you remember the way there was only one alert? I remember the days there was no alerts. I've now completely and utterly shagged it. There's now double alerts. How do we fix this, Gene? How do we fix it? That's a super chat coming in. Dude, thank you very, very much indeed. Gene, you're terribly kind. Did you see what he did? Jesus. Ooh, wait. Dougal says, yeah, it's 70 miles northeast of Bogotá. I used to work here in another life. Were you a fisherman? Yeah, he was right. He was selling bobsleds. That's the one, Dougal. Brilliant. Is the water turned on? It is. Sounds like a safe situation over there. Electrical and water. I was standing in the bath on a towel, wearing me runners, or as you call them, trainers. Rubber. Totally safe. I was earthing myself to the bath, to the floor. I'm very safe when it comes to electrics. You can see how... To mind her, you can see how expert I am when it comes to, you know... Could be worse, could be worse. Garden hose, lads, I'm telling you, nothing like it. Right, well, a right shower trying to fix a shower. Indeed, indeed. Visualise, good to see you. Thought I could smell something. Wait, what? Bloody hell. Strap 21 is here. Good to see you, Strap. Tier 1 for 17 months. No, 36 months. Jesus. Strap, thank you. Strap, rather. Strap. It's his cousin. Twice removed. Strap, thank you very much indeed. Where is this now? Muse fan checking in from RD. Hey. Mech Manser is here. Welcome aboard. Who else come in here now? Installed say intentions, but no idea how to use it. Oh, Dougal, welcome. We have been waiting your arrival. If you want, we can go through the whole shebang, start to finish. There's a bit to go through, but like, it's very easy to set up, and then you need a little bit of time tweakage. Right. Well, great news, great news. Daddy Plump is here, good evening. Hope you're well. Homewrecker, why are we all upset? Right. Now, the new chase plane update has shagged itself. Oh no, I didn't update it yet, so we'll have to see. 777 driver, good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. What part of the world do you hail from today? Energizer's here. Evening. Are we sure this is the right airport? The runway isn't nearly short enough. Listen. If you ever watched like Real Narcos, right? I starred in that as your man. That fella. Yeah, right. Great TV show. And I love getting to fly in Colombia. It's not Colombia, it's Colombia. Ask anyone from Colombia and they'll tell you it's pronounced Colombia. Right. Brilliant. So that's how you pronounce it. People think you're odd, but don't worry. The Colombians they'll appreciate you. They'll be saying to themselves, see your man, he's fierce sound, isn't he? Right, that's how that works. Where's this now? You had a yogurt. That's amazing. So you might as well just end the stream now on a high note. Yeah, but they didn't tell you the flavour of the yogurt. You can't leave people on a cliffhanger like that, Muse. Do you know what I mean? So, wait now. So what are you shaving? Don't answer. Oh, bloody hell. My face! You shaved the face, right? Jeez, right, moving on quickly and abruptly. 31 degrees at Dougal today. What, really? Jesus. Old Veteran 965, Tier 2, 62 months. He says, howdy all, summer is not over here. It's just ramping up. Be the Janie and Hokey. Scott, thank you very much indeed for all your support. And, well, we're sending out all our crap cold weather. Mrs. TBHI, yeah, say nothing. It's like an episode of Neighbours. Or Fair City. You know. What time will you be home tonight? 8 o'clock. Are you for real? Yeah. And then there's a commercial break. And then scene 2. He's not coming home till 8 o'clock. Are you serious? I am. And what did he say? He said nothing. And then you have another commercial break. Next week, we find out what he actually gets to do at 8 o'clock. That's Fair City. That's quality entertainment. That's what we rely on these days. Yeah, that's how it works. Unlike what we have here. It's organic. It's anything can happen. You can literally have some eye drops beside your desk or a screwdriver that you quite don't fully understand how it got there. But most importantly, that thing. Yep, whatever thought came into your mind, that is it. Jeez, we're under pressure tonight, aren't we? Where's this now? Summer might be over, but it's still hot as balls, says Muse. Is it hot where you are, Muse, is it? Now, can't wait for the winter, says Spitfire. Really? What flavour was your yogurt? Oh, good man, Retriever. Now we're on to something, look. It was a vanilla-based flavour with orangey chocolate things in them. Muller Light, you know. Muller, of course, being German, I suppose. Great bunch of lads. And, yeah, that's what it was. I just read that Jimmy Cricket died. Oh, no. Jimmy Cricket. He was a comedian fella, no? Where's this now? We could read, right? Shh, it's fine. Toto is here. 24.95. Cranking up the Toto. He says, how are you, Murph? Just, wait now. I love my wife very much. She is the best person in the world and has absolutely not typing on her phone right now. That is hilarious. Mrs. Toto has commandeered Mr. Toto's gadget and is putting out sweet nothings to the community. Brilliant. Hello and happy Monday to the pair of ye. Hope you're well. Nutty Taff is here. Good evening. Murph sitting looking at himself before games. Atari invented Pac-Man. Do you remember Pac-Man, do you? Stick Figure, thank you very much indeed. 47 months. What an absolute legend. Cheers, buddy. Right, now, it's all under control, look. Mr. Dan is here. I seem to be able to run this Say Intention System Optimizer. It's not updating the system specs. Seems a bit strange. But it's not supposed to, Mr. Dan. It's supposed to make suggestions to you based on the information you give it, and it'll go, hey, you should try this. It doesn't make the changes for you. You make the changes. Does that make more sense? Hopefully it does. Where is this now? More buttons. 38 degrees here for the next 2 weeks. 38 plus. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty warm. Febro is here. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. That's Angel checking in from Cape Town. Good to see you, Brew. Purple Kona. Hey, good buddy. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Who else is in the parlour now? Solid Mocha is here. DC-6 into Colombia. Employed by what agency, Murph? Right? The Ministry of Funny Walks and oversized briefcases. Yeah, right. Brilliant. Now, Murphy, any idea why Say Intentions won't detect my system? Mr. Dan, what exactly are you wanting it to do? It's not understanding the system specs to suggest the changes. So you download the app, Say Intentions app, yeah? Make sure that's downloaded, have the SIM turned off, turn on the SIM, turn on the app, right? And then when you click on new flight, that's where it should be able to pull the information from your SIM. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? Fox Fly is here. Escobar. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. Where's this now? We know you're odd. I'm not odd.
Can I get a refund?
No, shag off. There's no refunds. You were planning on doing a stream dedicated to Say Intentions and your settings, including Elgato. Looking forward to that one. Oh, yeah. I need to do one of those. I will do one of those soon. The whole shebang, I suppose. Right? Where's this now? Look for Juan Valdez, 100% Colombian coffee. Is it nice? Where's this now? 40 degrees in Hungary for the next few days, says the slick one. 40 in Hungary. Jeez, that's warm. Commander Bolosh is here. Greetings from a still 29 degrees hot Germany. Hello from Tipperary. Send us some warm weather, will you? Right. Now, let's have a look. Star Trek is quality entertainment. What are you talking about? But it is. It's always Fair City. Dr. Notham is here. Welcome aboard. 27 degrees in the Man Cave Muse. Gee, turn off the heating, will you? The Boise, welcome aboard. Kanzui, hello. Welcome in, buddy. Retriever Neil says, wish I hadn't asked now. See what happens. Hello from a cruise ship, says Cam Man. Or is it C4 Man? Let's go with C4 Man. Needed my fix. From a cruise ship, though. Amazing. Mavacious, welcome in. Jimmy Cricket said, come here, that's more. Wait, come here, that's more. Or wait, come here, there's more. Ah, right. Right. The buttons now. Aaron Murph, I'm tormented sideways, he says. Trying to download the 2024 C700 livery and running into the stupid rubbish just got me heartbroken. What are you downloading? Where are you downloading it from? And where are you trying to pop it into? Because that'll fix all the things with the stuff. You know, that's what it should do anyway. Now, Murph eventually reads it. We get there eventually, T-Sack, yes. Where's this now? Again, rewards not working, wasting points. What did you press? Because it didn't even come up on the screen there, Scott. Because usually it would. As in, it'll come up my little monitor thingy if someone did something. Like low tech just now.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Right, so it'll come up my screen, so I didn't see that come in your screen. Steve is checking in from Chicago. Hello from Tipperary. Hope you're well. Low Tech, thank you very much indeed. 38 months. You absolute legend. He says, thank you, Murph, for pushing buttons and doing things. Yes, it is. Big Al is here. Star Trek is no Fair City. Ara, think about it, though. I mean, really think about it, Al. They weren't a million miles off. Yep, so registered via the app, downloaded the app, launched the app, then the SIM, click new flight, and it hasn't a clue what it's doing. I know what plane I'm in, what location. It just doesn't put the system specs in the website. And you're logged in. Everything's logged in, Mr. Dam. When you log into the app, it's maybe you're missing a trick. We'll go through mine here in a sec, right? Super Ty says 25 degrees with rain. It's raining here as well, but not 25. Yeah, that's going to be warm. Willow How Much is here. Good to see you. Ricky D, thank you very much indeed for your Prime subscription. Cheers, fella. Lads, you're very kind, you know that? Terribly, terribly kind. Now, it's lashing rain over there, look. Mr. TPHI, no, Mrs. TPHI, she's over there in the land of the tube. Good to see you there, Mrs. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Good to see you, bud. Who else? Captain Ray is here. Northland Air. Happy Monday. Roll Tide is in the house. Who's this now? Is it Balashander Sheila? There's a pronunciation for you. Welcome aboard. Matt Black Gaming, good to see you. DC-6 is an ace to fly. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Kieran Nile is here. Good to see you, Kieran. Hope all is well. Now let me see. Dave JSB. Good to see you, Dave. Welcome in, buddy. Black Sheep Jean, then, your man Ticket with a super chat donation. Thank you very, very much indeed. Jonathan Martins, good to see you, bud. Muse is over there as well. Come on, Muse. Trucks42, welcome in. You don't fix it. Yeah. Thanks, Jane. Brilliant. Now, let me see. All is well here. Fantastic. Nap, good to see you. Murph, I think there's a typhoon stalking you. You just wouldn't know what goes on. Why aren't you live on TikTok? I tried it and then there was all messing and then sometimes it'd work, sometimes it didn't work. Ugh. So we'll have to build it up. We've to build up the talk of Tick and we'll see what happens then, right? But until then, we're kind of here, having the crack, as we do, you know. Where's this now? It's still the issue on the Discord. My heart is broken, black and gold livery. We'll have to look into that. Big Al, you're very kind. Prime subscription, 27 months. Did you see what he did? Al, thank you very much indeed. Where is this now? Haggard Prospector, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. Pilot Peely, good to see you, buddy. A very happy Monday. Murph, I watched your landing from yesterday when you bounced down the runway. Yeah, we don't know what happened, Nutty Taff. I sent an email to the lads, so they will, without doubt, check it out and see what the crack is. Right, that's what they're going to do. But anyway, listen, there's a man under a plane getting dragged on his arse. Look, we'll come over here, look, and show you what the crack is. One of them and one of these. And there's your man's face. Nothing odd of this picture whatsoever, friends. Not at all. Right, anyway, who's the Muppet? Come on, identify, stand up. Who's the Muppet? There's always one. Murph had a usual landing and blamed the tools. It happened to Retriever Neil as well, so, you know. Some say we're trend-setting, you know. Who's that poor idiot getting dragged around? Nap. Don't be an idiot. You're appearing as, it looks to be an Embraer, is it? Huh. Very strange, very strange. Now, let us see. Hello from YS11. Speedy Pro, good to see you. Now, Mr. Dan, right, what is the story of Mr. Dan? Let us see. Mr. Dan, inside your app, right, inside your app, a button was pressed as well. Gene, co-pilot member for 16 months. That's why you gave us 2 alerts. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Okay, so interstate tensions. And in our little app here, right, because they've changed things around a little, can you confirm this is the application you have, Mr. Dan, with all the options down the left-hand side? Because if it's not, you may go and sit in the bold corner for a minute, right? But anyway, to go into your settings, we have settings in here. That is the one you have, right? So we have settings here. So you have your account settings. You want to make sure that you are logged in with your account, yes? And if you're still stuck, go into the setup wizard and just run it. You're in a typhoon, says Nap. Not according to the sim. I mean, you're in a big Embraer. And why would you not fly a typhoon? I'm in a typhoon, right? Try it that way and then see what happens. Click on new flight and it should then connect you in. If it's still not doing that, Mr. Dan, drop me a DM and I'll have a look at it after the stream. And we'll see, can we get you up and running? All right? Now, what we're looking at here. Jesus, there was... Did you see?
Traffic, November 833 Echo Foxtrot, Beach Class 58 Baron. Terminal 2, going to be taxiing runway 14 left via Bravo.
Check out the weather.
5.
Check out our weather. So our issue today is high terrain, challenging terrain, but also we have a bit of weather, a bit of convective weather as well, thunderstorms and the like. That is what we're up against, right? So when we fly from Bogotá, we're going to be heading up to the northeast all the way to here, which is pronounced Palanegro. Palanegro is our first stop of the night. Then, friends, it's all the way over to Alberto Carnevalli, is it? Carnevalli, I think it is. It's one of the most challenging approaches in South America, and well, we're going to give it the bee's knees. But we have to be careful because we have rather mad-looking weather, right? Now, what's pretty interesting about this one is I'm using, wait for it, I'm using strata weather. And what's pretty cool about strata weather, it gives you like its own inbuilt weather radar. All right? So we'll see how this behaves for us today, and we'll play it by ear and see what happens, right? Chase plane ping from parallel 42, you can now control from another device. Ooh, that's fancy news. Fancy news. What else do you want to do? We want to start up this machine. Now we can do all sorts here. We can grab the ATIS. Now we're not going to be using ATC, but we can grab the ATIS.
Information Papa.
Information Papa.
El Dorado International Airport. Information Papa. 19000 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 14 right, 14 left. Wind 160 at 11. Visibility 10 kilometers. Scattered at 3600. Broken at 5000.
Okay, so on the 14s. On the 14s, it would appear, right? Murph, did you know that if you look at your previous streams, you can see yourself losing your hair stream by stream? Nutty Taff, did you realise if you look in the mirror, you'll see a moron? Brilliant. Yeah, that does sound interesting, Stu, yeah. Need to look into that. Remember, tropical zones have, or never have winter. Yeah, it's always summer. Yeah. Zybok Dog calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. Good to see you. Right, friends, let us get this machine up and running. We'll come down here to a little EFB. I'm going to remove the chocks and the engine oil pans, and we're going to get the aircraft closed up, and let's see what happens. Where's this now? Weird. Maybe trying the version before. It's mighty odd. Mr. Dan, you seem to be struggling with it for reasons we can't explain. But we'll have a look later on. Alright, so doors, cabin, exit is going to be next.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what I said. Right, the stairs are in. Can we close them? You're having a laugh if you think you're coming for a flight with me. Why do I have a co-pilot? What is going on? Why does this sim reset things? It doesn't make sense to us. Everything should be absolutely grand, and then out of nowhere, it starts resetting things. Why? Who are you? Get out of me second plane. We didn't invite her. The bloody hell. Why does it do this stuff? Very strange.
Hello there.
And I don't think I can, like, deactivate this until we go into a mother legit. Hang on now. Characters quality. Characters quantity. Let's see if this works. Jesus, lads. Why is this? Why is this? How is it that out of nowhere, the sim will just say, do you know that setting you didn't realise? Well, we're going to turn it on. Or if you always had it off, they're like, do you know that setting you always have it on? Yeah, we're going to turn it on. What am I looking for here now? Graphics, get in there. Global rendering. What did I turn off? I turned off characters. Turn them back on, look.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works.
Wait, I just
every
saved that.
time.
I went to character quantity off. Save. Character quantity off. Okay, maybe that worked. Maybe it worked. Who's Jemima and who let her in our plane? Right. Did you? Ooh. Did I find a bug? Character quantity off. No, it's still off. Right, we'll go to medium. We're going to apply and save. Save and back. We're going to go back to the main menu. And we're going to go into here. Because for some reason, it has decided to give me a co-pilot. Co-pilot. No co-pilot. Who's your one? Look! Get off me screen! We didn't invite you. I'm here for the job. Get out! And why is it just loading now? Put in Beavis. Ah, mother of Jesus. Why is she forever? This is ridiculous. Why isn't this updating or changing?
Hello there.
Right. We appear to be in a spot of bother. She's here to watch the cargo. Yeah, but co-pilot. It worked. Right, grand. Shh. Say nothing to no one about anything.
Look at this big eater.
But just listen, we can't be having undocumented people in our aircraft. The airport we're flying to doesn't even accept international flights. Right, now, where was I? Was I here? Oh, where was I? I was here, wasn't I? Right. Let's try that again, friends. Right. Yeah. I need a new PC. The whole thing is shagged. Brilliant. Now, Murph, did you see that Xbox have put up the prices in the UK and EU again? Did they? TJ Turner, good to see you. Right, let's see what happens now. Adam Controls, good to see you. Hope you're well, bud. Now, hopefully Jemima's gone. Oh, Jesus, would you look at this? Isn't it beautiful? Ah, much better. She did add a bit of something to the owl, didn't she? Yeah, right. Anyway, machine, right. Doors are closed, power unit. Let us begin. Friends, let us begin. We're going to start with our control lock. Imshiala. Thank you. Next up is going to be our fuel tank selectors. Put them on the main tanks. Prop lever full. There we go. Controls are free and correct. Lovely job. We're going to horse up our mixtures just for the sheer crack of it, rather than one by one. And then we'll spend a bit of time up here. We're going to go to the ship power, battery coming on, entrance lights. What was the delay there for? Position lights, beacon, wing illumination, and we'll get some lights turned on in here as well, because it is very dark. Get some floodlights on. It is very dark. That didn't do much. Right, let's have a look now. Junction box, yes. Cowl flaps, set these puppies open for engine start. Fuel quantity is looking good, and it's all about starting up this machine. Booster pumps, engine selector, number 3, mags, and let's give it a blast.
3,
Ranger, good to see you.
9, 12,
Gawk out the window for spinach. And with a cough, we have life in engine number 3. Excellent news. All right, generator number 3 coming on. Booster pump off. We now continue with engine number 4. Engine number 4, booster pump. Turn on all our instruments is here as well. And let's go for a start on number 4.
3,
Spinach.
9,
Mixtures should be auto lean for startup and then move to auto rich. Just saying. Ariab Muse, it's only because we're very high up I'm doing that. Oh Jesus, how did I get that there? How did I even V? Oh, that's what V does, right? We're high altitude Muse. We're like 8,000 feet up. Do you know what I mean? Right, we're looking good here. Engine 1 is going to be next. Generator on. Booster pump off. Booster pump on. Mags coming on. Engine selector on. And give it a blast.
3, 6,
We have spinach.
9, 12,
You forgot to boost it. See what happens? Did you see what happens? Let's try that again, Murph. Water injection, I would think so, Dougal, yes.
3,
Let's see what happens.
6, 9, 12,
Big Ob, I think I've broke it. Alright, we'll go back to him in a minute. We'll go engine 2. 1 is not having a happy day.
3,
What do you mean no DC-6?
6, 9, 12,
They're the lotto numbers for tonight. Come on, Betsy. Alright, let's figure out what's going on with engine 1 here. Booster on. We'll put on a main fuel booster. I'm a little bit worried there wasn't enough juice gone into it. I'll let these reset and then we'll give it a blast. Okay, starter engage.
3,
You can fly in 3 engines. You can.
6, 9, 12.
There she fires. Alright. I don't actually need to get a DC-6. It feels like I've been flying it on a Monday night for the last 15 weeks. Right. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, that's a good start on all 4 engines. Make sure all our generators are online. Fuel boosters come offline. Engine selector to off. We're doing more lights up here now, to be honest. Right, what else do we need? Plane battery. We're going to go to the plane battery. Ground power is disconnected. Water injection pumps can be turned on. Don't need them yet, but we'll leave them on. What else do we need here now? Ewald is here. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. 45 months. DC-6 reminds me of Fabio learning us celestial navigation. Do you remember that? There was Fabio and Captain Seppi. Do you remember? And Captain Arash gave us a dig out as well. Right. Avionics coming on board or online. That'll do. Now, quick check across here. So, mixtures are looking good. Hydraulics are turned on. Flaps will go 20. Reset our barrow. We're looking good here, there, and everywhere. We're running the engines a little bit hot, but it's just because of that high altitude, lads. So we'll keep an eye on the stress visualizer, and we'll take it from there. So we're going to be taxiing down to 14 left. That's where we want to go to. The intentions is on. We should be tiled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bogotá traffic, Firefly 235, DC-6. We're over at the Bravo ramp. We're going to be taxiing on Alpha down to runway 14 left, Bogotá. Right. Are we ready? Lights. I don't need that, but I do need this.
5532 Whiskey, comms check.
5x5.
5x5.
Jesus.
Come on, Dougal.
5x5.
What did I do?
Thank you.
That was nice and loud, wasn't it? Anyone else, Steph? Where's this now? Mrs. TPHI, aren't you very good? Pressing the like button on the tube of you. Thank you, Mrs. Right, off the brakes. Roll us forward. And there we have it. All right. All right, nice and easy. Nice and easy, friends. So the weather is definitely going to have a part in our story today, because there's heavy rain on the way. You see. Okay, so we're going to stay going, and then it's a hard left on Alpha with the old wheel brakes screaming. Dougal's up and running on say intentions. This is great news. Lads, I highly recommend just pick it up. Even if you just get the client, try your 24 hours, hang on to the client for our group flights. Like, you're going to start realizing very quickly there's just so many awesome things with say intentions now. It is a very much different platform than what it was a couple of years ago. They've done some incredible things to this now. And it's only getting better. So check it all out. Yeah, keep it for the group flights for sure. Daza T. Arab is here. Good to see you, Daza. Welcome in, bud. So if we look at our group flight here, hang on now. Make this a little bit smaller so it don't go off the runway, right? But you can see everyone who's flying with us now, look. And we can communicate directly to all of these guys. We're all here on the map. Right? But we can communicate directly, and we can even leave ourselves messages and all this kind of stuff as well. Like, there are so many awesome features to this. So Daddy Plum, Febro, Heart Healer, Mr. and Mrs. TPHI, and then Dougal, to get yourself up and running, make sure you put in the code TTM. But Groupie is free. Groupie is free. Oh, now Betsy, we're going a little bit fast. So what you do, Dougal, in the pilot portal, Or if you click on the link. If you click on the link that we use for Groupie, if you click on that, it'll automatically put you in our group. Failing that, if you go into your pilot portal, right, which is this guy, and if you go to settings and you go to multiplayer, that's where you put in your code. Alright? Settings, multiplayer, that's your code inside the pilot portal. And it's just TTM. But it really is, like, it is absolutely incredible. It's you know, I mean, when you start getting all the ATC stuff as well, like, it's just incredible, isn't it? Jeez, the weather here is looking lively, isn't it? Alright, keep taxiing.
Winds 160, 11 knots, but a pilot visibility's fine, so...
Sweet. Thanks for that. I'm expecting it to get a bit messy up the road, but sure, listen. Let's see what happens. Small Dragonite. I want to get into flight sim, but I'm on a budget. Wind control Ursa Minor without the throttle, or Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS with a throttle. I would go with the throttle. Go with the throttle. Are we heavy? I want to see fat roller takeoff, where the curvature of the earth yields altitude gain and makes you cry. Oh, look at the weather changing. Strata, that's the only thing I dislike about you. It does this stupidity weather changes instantly. It is redonkulous.
El Dorado traffic, Baron 3 Echo Foxtrot taking off runway 14 left, departure to the north, El Dorado.
Look how green the grass is. Sith, are you taking the Dennis Hickey now, or are you just saying look how green it is? It is very green, but that's the scenery doing that, I think. Do you know? To anyone who haven't seen grass, or green grass, oh, of course in Dublin, yeah. Bogotá traffic, Firefly 235, running some animals, they look like wild buffalo, off the runway 14 left, and we're going to be departing out to the northeast, Bogotá. But they're very,
runway 14 left.
They're very small buffalo.
Taking off in the TV lines.
Someone has a hot mic. Is it now? Alright, so we're high altitude. We have water injection turned on. Holder station. Squawk machine, Murph.
On runway 14 left remaining. 2,300 feet.
Alright, manifold pressure up to 30 inches. Hold. Engine stable. We're looking for around 47% for our green lights. There's our green lights, off the brakes, power to full. We're rolling. Takeoff power set. And our airspeed is alive. Alright. Air 60. Captain Ray, those callouts are part of Say Intentions. They use the RAS system. Alright, 80 knots. Temps and pressures are okay. 100 knots. A little bit of back pressure. 110. Yupsie daisy. Alright. Positive rate. Gear coming up.
Echo Foxtrot clear of runway 14 left, continuing north departure.
Okay, flaps coming in. Maintain probably about 500 or 600 feet just to get that speed up a smidgen. Reduce our cowl flaps here a little bit as well. Alright, prop coming back a bit. That'll help us speed up. There's 1,000 feet a minute, and we're accelerating through that as well. Small bit of trim as we ramble in over the city. And I do believe we're looking good. Easy now. Okay, let's try a left turn out over the city. We're going to circle around just to give people a chance to get airborne. Bogotá traffic, Firefly 235. We're going to circle the field at altitude before departing to the northeast. Bogotá. Bogotá. Speed feels okay. Oh, heck yeah!
Heads up, Homewrecker has just joined the group.
Oh my god, that's so loud. Mother of Jesus. Is that coming in from the website, I wonder?
Did we have this issue the last time?
Yeah, but is that coming through the website or through the app? I wonder.
Home on your end, I'm not getting anything.
You don't get your one talking to you at all if someone joins the group, no? Huh.
I do, but I don't get deafened by it.
I wonder where it's coming from. We'll drop edge a bit.
I'd have a look if I weren't hand flying this thing.
Be grand. Be grand. Captain McCoy, good to see you. Heads up, headphone users. Yeah. I know, I need to figure out what's caused. I need to figure out where the sound is coming from because I've no control over the app. And I just turned down the app. So who knows? Who knows? All right. Bit of a tighter circle here now. We're looking back onto the field. Still got a few. Oh, look at this. Still got a few people taking off.
Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what you're doing.
Listen. It's been agreed. I knew exactly what I was doing. Hey, so-called Jerry. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Look at the weather change. Stupid strata. Why are you changing the weather like that? It makes it shite. We don't want it to be shite. It's on cinematic. Do I go for smooth? No, that's doing it even faster, look.
Now, see, when they say cinematic, do they mean 24 frames per second?
You'd swear they did, but no. I'll bring it to glacial. Barely changes. The slowest, about 3 to 4 minutes for a full change. Yeah, Mugan, nothing there for it now. Hey, Debo Fly, good to see you. There's a wild Mrs. GPHI. Alright, we're circling around. How's everything with our engines now? Let's calm it all down here a bit. So we're going to say manifold pressure down. We're going to say RPM down. And our carb heat is low. Yep. And yup. Something like that for a minute. The needles are moving. We want them in the green. Watch the left. Oh, they're bang on. Cylinder head temperature is slightly up. They're cold. Right, close the cowls. There we go. It's changing the weather still. It's just weirdness. But anyway, we'll get used to it. Continue our left turn. Hello there. Gav, good to see you. We're looking good, lads. Energizer's on the ground. There's Goose. Alright, left turn coming in. And we're going to get our autopilot up and running here now in a moment. It's going to be a fairly tight turn to our left. Looking good here. Let's get these landing lights off. They actually add drag to this aircraft as well. And what we'll do, lads, if you're flying along with us, if you're on the console, it's number 1. If you're using a PC, it's number 2. Say intentions pilots, hit number 3. And for everyone else, if you're having the crack because it's Monday, and let's be honest, it's either this or Fair City, right? You go ahead and press number 4. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream Monday to Friday, 1900 Zulu time, right here. Ah yes, the excellent model matching once again, showing the strengths of what is possible. Right, let's have a look. This city, isn't it massive? Bogotá is friggin' huge. Alright, let's have a look here at our gyro. So we're going to say on. No, we're going to say on, and lock. Right, now let's see what this is going to do. Heading. And it's going to be a little bit to our left-hand side, please. There we go. Now, don't drop us down too much, Steve. Regain a bit of altitude because we're going to be in the soup. And let's see what happens. Southeast Asian server. In multiplayer, I see many people with an extra ghost playing last few weeks. Febro, are you using Groupie as well? So Groupie will always put in an aircraft. That's why you might be getting two. Yeah, so there is an option. It doesn't seem to work though. Like, ideally, the ideal thing is everyone just uses Groupie. Because your performance is going to increase something fierce as well when you're not using Microsoft's multiplayer servers. But not everyone is using it yet. So once we get kind of a lot more up there, we can, trying to work out if I can use a powered USB hub for both USB-C and USB-A, or do I just get adapters and a Sabrent USB-A one, says Shill. You can get adapters, yeah. In the 70s, Groupie meant something very different, right? I'd like name tags for Groupie and Skynet traffic. Ah, Jesus, look what this strata weather does. Like, in theory, it's an amazing friggin' bit of software, but in reality, when you have the weather transitioning that fast, what's cheap? Did I knock off my autopilot? Like, look how fast that... Why did we get a beep there for the autopilot? That was interesting. That disengaged the autopilot. That was friggin' weird. Try it again. That's an autopilot disconnect sound. Why are we getting a disconnect? Oh dear. Check the circuit breakers, Murph. Because our motor gen for the autopilot. Look at that devil! Try to kill us! Jesus. Right, we fixed the autopilot. Bloody hell, lads. I mean, that could have meant... Couldn't it? Could have been a total mess. Default live weather, you're in the soup. We'll try this setting now, but I see this, I don't like the way it changes the weather that often. There's no, like, there's zero transition. It's like, okay, here's new weather. It really takes away from the whole app. I mean, look, it's changing so often. It's a pity. Like, Strata will say, look, it's how the sim works, but like, I mean, look, you can see the thing changing so often. You can't have that. You know what I mean? So we're going to kill Strata and go back to our normal. It just takes a few minutes to kind of reset. It's unfortunate because it does depict very accurate looking weather and the winds aloft data is fantastic, but to transition like that, no, absolutely not. Can't have that in a flight. So we shall park it for the moment and we'll use default.
I'm on default live weather and I'm getting like moderate chop at 16,000.
Yeah, I'm a little bit below you. I'm around 12.5 and it seems okay. It's very nice. Right, how's the plane running? She's happy, look. Oh, water injection, turn that off. We don't need that now. Engines are running fine. We're very much alive at the moment. Now, we do have a VOR with a DMA up the road. 116.8. We'll horse that in here. 116.8. Let's see. 116.8. 1168, and we'll get DME information, I'm hoping. Maybe not. Why is that now? One 16.8. Oh, I suppose there's mountains in the way. Just loaded the flight plan and the GPS. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so we're using Microsoft's weather now. But you can kind of see the difference. But as I said, the issue is, it's just the transition, lads. Like, Strata has the ability to be absolutely incredible. It's just unfortunate it's kind of shagged. We need to climb a bit here, so we're going to unrestrict and give her 5 clicks back for 500 feet a minute. Easy now, Jemima. Alright, so it's not tied into individual clicks. Maybe it is. Drop her forward a small bit. This is going to be interesting. Up you go. Looks great. Jeez, it looks lovely, doesn't it? Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. With Dr. Notham with us. Alright, looks like we're going to clear most of this. Everything's happy so far. I reckon once we get a little bit higher, we should start getting DME information. Down here. Check our barrow here as well. Keep her climbing. Absolutely gorgeous scenery, isn't it? There's Grazer. Come on, Grazer. It's looking very nice here. It's running very smooth, isn't it? How's everyone getting on? Any stutters or problems, lads, or is it running butterly smooth? Seems to be running quite well. Right, you're at 13 here at the minute.
There's a wee bit of stutter coming out of El Dorado, but other than that, it's actually been like running spectacularly well.
Yeah, we won't jinx it, but it's coming on pretty well. Butter, same. Brilliant, lads. Yeah, it's what we need.
If I speak, I am in trouble.
If I speak, There's Alric. Alric looks very stationary. Alric, you didn't just hit an old mountain there, did you? Uh-oh. Medic. This is nice. This is very nice. I see a Muse and a Dougal back there, look. Fibro. Musifan. Bax Warrior. Looking good, lads. Alright, 13.5. Let's hold her. I'll get her speed up here now. And let us see. So, current telemetry, we're running at about 250 over the ground. All is well. All is well. Man, that's some beautiful weather we're flying into. It is to get an awful lot worse. But we'll see what happens, right? The DC-6, it's a great bit of machinery, isn't it? I love the DC-6. Love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, let's bring up some groupie. Here we go. So we'll zoom. Hey, we got a good few flying with us, lads. This is great. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Days, I think this is the most we've ever had. This is brilliant. Captain Duck, good to see you. What's your favourite and least favourite airplane? Interesting. Say intentions changed their client settings are not where they used to be. Yeah, they just tidied it up a bit, Homewrecker. Heisenberg, good to see you, buddy. Not sure, I'm also... Wait now. Not sure, also I'm boiling. I'm going to call it a night. Mr. Dan, best of luck to you. We'll see you soon, man. So, what you can do, you can click on individual aircraft as well. And find out what they're doing. There's Dougal, look. Also, if you have Flow Pro, you can bring up this map, which is excellent. Absolutely excellent. So we can go over to the live map here. We're now second to load. Airport lookup, checklists, and then all the frequencies that we can talk to. It's savage. It's very, very good. I hope my plane is okay. You're nowhere near your sim. Uh-oh. So favourite and least favourite airplane. Great question. Like in real life or in the sim. Like I'm loving anything so far coming from Black Square. It is amazing. You're going the right way, Homewrecker, yes. I love the DC-6. There's just something about this machine. I love flying it. DC-3 is gorgeous as well. I like flying the Max 738. I like flying the 738. I like the Unibil's A340. The 220 I like, but it needs a bit of work. The TriStar is gorgeous. The MD-11 is gorgeous. 777 is gorgeous. Like the planes I like the least in the sim are purely just bad products. You know what I mean? Yeah, C-160, great airplane as well. Like, once simulation of the aircraft is good and it runs well, I'm happy out flying it. You know. The CSS 73. Hey, Virtue Sim, good to see you. Contrails are from Parallel 42. And they're very good, aren't they? They just add that bit of oomph. Murph, my son is in El Paso working on stuff for Lockheed, trying to get him to go out to Roswell over the weekend, as he'll be out there for a month, hoping to get some pics. Hopefully he won't get abducted though. Keep looking up. Heisenberg, wishing the best. Need to fly the RJ more? Yeah, it's a great machine as well. Love the Starship, yeah. Starship is great. The commander's really nice. That's a beautiful airplane. We need to spend more time in that for sure. Here's our DME working. Pardon me, 21 minutes out to our first waypoint, 88 miles. And that's based on us doing 256 over the ground. We have a bit of a tailwind. Very curious about what state the 7.5 is going to be in. So the 7.5 is like, it's on everyone's wish list, isn't it? And it has been hyped to the bejanie then. That better be a good airplane. I mean, like, are they going to be the Rockstar of flight sim? I don't mean like Rockstar, I mean Rockstar the studio, where it takes them years, but you'll then realise this is why it takes years. You know what I mean? There's a hotfix tomorrow. For which, Kieran? For the sim? Oh no, there's a fix for the A220. There's Olsen. Looking good, Olsen. The higher the hype, the bigger the fall. Yeah. I mean, that's where it's all at, right? Like the 7.5, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Unibil's A380 as well. Yeah, the A220, yeah. Yeah, I did energize it, yeah. It's a pig on performance. And I had this bug when I landed. The plane flipped over and launched itself. Yeah, high performance. They have a new dev team working there. That's exciting news, Malky. They put out like a reel or something there today. So that's very exciting because I love High Performance Group, man. They made great choppers. So yeah, hopefully they got back on track now. You know, like I will say this, the A220, it's heavy on performance and there's a bug here and there, but it's still a brilliant plane, I think. They just need to fix it. And it will be fixed, like. Sounds like one time Fabio on the 7.3. Oh yeah. A lot of quirks to it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 135, yeah, awesome. Yeah. I remember Fabio flying oh hang on. Carb temperature on number 2 isn't happy.
Airport's just joined. That's great news.
That sounded terrible. Right, that fixed it.
1/5.
Yeah. Merv, if one was to buy the DC-6 and I still run 20 and 24, should I get the 20 version with the free upgrade or just get the 24? I don't know. If there's still people flying on 2020. I mean, I don't know. 24 just runs better. You know? That's what I think. It's no longer on my wish list. Got tired of all the talking and promises from Bluebird. Not much into tube liners anymore at all. Anyway, choppers and regional GA is where I'm at. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see an option that I can turn off that notification for groupie. It must be coming through the app, and I've the app turned down, so I don't like. And the reason why it's going to be louder on my side, everything's amplified going into a mixer, which is a pain if you ask me. That's just Murphy's setup, though. Do you know what I mean? It'd be handy if they gave me a slider for that, though. Waiting for Moza to adapt their new motion pylons for flight sim. Ooh, yes, that's going to happen, Gene. Did they give a price on them new motion platforms? No? Your mic input volume is about half. Yeah, mine's the same. Mine's the same. So it has overall volume, right? But now you're too low. And I don't see an option. I don't think there is one. I don't think there's an option in here that can say, hey. Unless it's coming from the browser. But I don't think it is.
Yeah, it would only appear in the browser if you had the flight tracker open and the radio scanner turned on. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah. Like, I don't think it's coming out of the... I don't think it's coming out of the browser. I'd love to know... Or, wait now. DY says...
Check 3-2 whiskey. Does mine need turning down?
No, you're grand. Actually, this is my only chance ever to say to Dougal, turn down your mic, and it's actually perfect. Raging. Yes, 3-2 whiskey, your mic is grand. Could you hear me?
Right, thank you.
I wanted to tell him no, it's too loud. For about 6 years, Dougal was telling me I'm a bit loud. They're about 3,000.
I think if that's Adam, you're a bit loud, buddy.
He thinks I'm Adam, say nothing. For Murph, it's always 2B2. Yeah.
No, not you.
Dougal knows my voice. It sometimes haunts him in his sleep. What's the A380 firm fly-by-wire like now? Yeah, very good. Kieran, very good. I'm very much looking forward to the Innie Builds one though. Now, D White says, I would love to see how AI could help the future of Microsoft Flight Sim and how realistic it looks. I was watching one of Edward's streams and some of the pictures he took in Sim, someone told AI to enhance it and it just looks unbelievable. So, pinch of salt, there is stuff coming from NVIDIA that it can enhance scenery and characters and aircraft and all this kind of stuff. So it's like using like an AI upscaler behind it. That could look interesting. To be honest, lads, like this sim, I think visually is the most visually stunning simulator we've ever had in a flight sim. End of story, ever, right? And you might say to yourself, how can we get it better looking? Well, I don't think we can get it much better looking. I think we're going to hit a limit soon. Yes, you could say the scenery could be a little bit sharper, more clouds, right? Different models, 3D rendering of clouds, tweak sky colors, this kind of business. But in terms of like overall graphics, I think it's pretty good. You know? Hey, Sim Captain Mikey, good to see you. What would cause random planes and random group flights to have constant thick tail smoke? It's just an add-on. Just the add-on. We've all been telling you for 6 years. Yeah, thanks, Muse. No, we're flying well. We're not too far out now, lads. We've got about 50 miles to go. Aircraft is handling lovely. And, well, that weather, for the most part, it's staying away. In the next hour or so, it's going to be right on top of us. So this will be interesting as we're heading on to our final destination. But you can kind of see where the crack is. This is going to add a lot of challenge to what we're trying to land in. You know what I mean? Okay, so if we want to grab a, let me see, Sangil Airport, SKBG. So I'm going to say intentions. We'll do an airport lookup. And we'll type in SKBG. Search. Palanergo. Is it Palanergo? ATIS. Information Hotel. Arriving and departing runway 35, Dougal. Runway 35. Visibility greater than 10, winds 280 at 12, scattered at 4, temperature 27, QNH 1012. Bird activity in the vicinity. Now, up, shift. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we're straight in for this one. We're some 50 miles out. That could change, but yeah, we're looking good. Or if there are still many immersion breakers in the sim, like being able to fly through each other and taxi through buildings and stuff, you think they will ever fix that kind of stuff in the sim, or is that too difficult? Well, I mean, look, there's options where if they're Microsoft aircraft, they can disappear in close proximity. These are more kind of features. They're not going to make, I don't think they're going to make aircraft physical objects against other aircraft, if that makes sense. Collidable or collision, because that's going to create more headaches than it solves. Do you know what I mean? And some scenery you can't taxi through objects. It depends on what the scenery developers do. Would I recommend Strata? Dave, to be honest, dude, I can't, because it doesn't work. Well, it works, but like the transition is just not acceptable. It's a great bit of kit. It does a great job at grabbing the weather, but the problem is how it communicates to the sim and how the sim deals with that. Instead of gradually changing the weather, it's like I just don't like it, man. And to be honest, I think Active Sky has the same issue. Doesn't Active Sky like immediately load in? There were collisions in the alpha for 24. Collisions, what do you mean collisions though, Dr. Notham? For aircraft? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I was on the alpha, I didn't see it. I use Active Sky just now and I find that to be the same. Yeah. Can't say I've seen Active Sky loading in quickly. No, I think it does. In multiplayer. I didn't see it, Dr. No. Maybe, I didn't see it. Not fact about collisions. System failures being where they are in good payware aircraft does me just grand. Don't remind me he has reverse. Yes. Don't remind him he has reverse. Thank you, Dougal. No, I think there's enough third-party aircraft now that kind of, tickle the fancy of a lot of us who want that, who just want more out of add-ons, right? As far as Microsoft and the SKBO go, in terms of how they can make things better, it is pretty damn good. It's more to, like, the sim engine itself. I think the marketplace still needs work. I think multiplayer needs a complete another overhaul. It's a disaster. I think the menu system, it needs to unclunk itself because it's still so incredibly clunky. If you don't leave your cursor inside a text box, you can't type. This sort of crap. But I don't believe these aren't major issues for, them to fix. But they're somewhere on the list, right? Yeah. We're spoiled for aircraft, I think, yeah. There's a beta out for Active Sky which handles transition smoother. Does it? You can crash into things in DCS. You can. But yeah, no, I wouldn't. Being able to fly. What's this now? Being able to. Where's my mouse? Yeah, like it. Flying through other aircraft in a multiplayer environment is not a bad thing. And the reason why is, could you imagine the carnage? And then you have people trolling and all this. And like, there's just no way to protect the user from that. You know what I mean? Chris is here, good to see you. Captain Rudiger, a very good evening to you. Greetings from Stuttgart. Sky Vagrant, welcome in. Good to see you, lads. Did PMDG fix the WASM issue on the DC-6? Yeah, I think so. I haven't had a WASM issue in a long time now. I've never liked the new menu UI in 24. I find it's too many clicks, especially for liveries and stuff. Yeah. Like, it is what it is. We get used to it. But I just don't want it to be as clunky. It should be smoother. It should be faster. It should be more responsive. You know? It'll get there. The sim weather is more than good enough for me. I think it looks great. Visually, it does. It just depends. It just depends. The wind data we get from the wind data we're getting from the likes of whatchamacallit, from Strata is incredible. And like, this wrecks me head. See the way it just, this is blocked off. I don't like that. I would love to see, if you're on live weather, it's actually giving you all the weather on this page. It should show you all the layers of wind and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just blanking it off saying, you're on live weather. Yeah, thanks. I can see it up here. I don't need to be told down here. You know what I mean? Murph just wants to talk into the mic and have the aircraft selected. Well, that's going to be next, you know. The clouds are a bit cartoonish. I think it depends. Microsoft, the clouds that they depict and draw will always look superior than anything else. That's my opinion on it. You know, like, they're missing clouds. How many clouds are there? Cloud groups. Like 12 or something. Or 8. I can't remember. It's a while since I've done my meteorology. But there's only like 3 or... what have they got? 3 or 4 groups here? That's all, you know? But look at it, all that aside, I still think where the sim is at now, lads, it's excellent. It is excellent. It's not just, you know, it's actually very good. No, it's excellent, right? Yes, there's fixes, there's updates, there's enhancements, there's a bit of polish needed here. The marketplace and multiplayer, they need complete overhaul, right? But it's still incredible. It's just incredible. When it works. Who was that? Toto2495. You're very welcomed in. Mrs. Toto wasn't here earlier on at all, whatsoever. What we have now is probably what we all hoped for on release. Yeah. Major groups. Stratus, Cumulus, Cirrus, and then the special ones. Yeah. Hey, Charmark Minimum's good to see you. Like, I think they've done an incredible job. Like, put it this way. They've made us so passionate. That's why we want more. Right? They've made something that good. We're all very passionate about this platform now because if we feel like it's ours, this is our sim, right? And we get very passionate about, oh, I'd love to do this, or, you know, wouldn't it be great if it did that? You know? You like how X-Plane renders thunderstorms? I hope it gets improved in Microsoft Flight Sim. Does a fairly good job. The convective clouds, not so much. X-Plane have put an awful lot of work into what you see outside the window above the horizon. And X-Plane is still a great sim. Would you get a 2028 if it had the same step up as 20 to 2024? I'd be very surprised if you get a 2028. I'd be shocked. We're more likely to get... We're more likely to get a 30 if there is going to be one. And there probably will, because they need to... Well, it needs to be profitable, right? Where can they go, lads? Where can they actually go? Because would that require a new simulator? Look at the hardship we've had. Aircraft were not compatible, despite there was a mess with the marketplace, and it was bug ridden like you've never would have believed. Red Bull says the clouds on X-Plane look more realistic. They do and they don't, right? I would argue the same with Microsoft Flight Sim. I think it's down to the weather data that's captured and how the sim puts it in, and then you mix in things like the lighting, and do you know what I mean? I think both sims can really do well. Autopilot off. We have control. Power coming back slowly. And let's see what happens here. What's the name of this? Palo Negro. Palo Negro traffic, Firefly 235, DC-6. We are 10 miles to the southwest. We're inbound for a full stop landing, runway 35. Palo Negro. Better flight dynamics, better weather, better...
confusing with twin audio.
Yeah, so what I tend to do, Dougal, I would have... You can have a push-to-talk button just for the group flight, or you just use your COM1 transmit and put your frequency on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whichever one works easier. Better flight dynamics, better weather, better low-down graphics. Would take a huge amount of graphics, albeit, well, I think we're naturally going to get enhancements in those areas anyway, right? To be honest, I think a new engine, not just a big overhaul, then optimize it a lot. I disagree, Airwolf. If you go with a new engine, you're talking new everything, new add-ons. It would break literally everything you currently own. A new engine, I don't think will go well. You know, people talk about Unreal 5 and all of this sort of business. Like, on a global scale, it's just not going to work. You won't run it, you know? Derek is watching from the dentist. Be the Janie. Can this engine do all of that? Yeah, it absolutely can. It absolutely can, Scott. Look what the ESP engine can do. Right? And like that was Flight Sim 4. Sorry, Flight Sim 2004 into Flight Sim X, even P3D. And then even Flight Sim 2020, that was the ESP platform as the foundation. 24 is its own kettle of fish. Still has its heritage to the ESP platform, but nowhere near as much dependencies, you know? A new engine means starting from scratch. No, it wouldn't. Yeah, no, it does, Winklegaster. Think about it. Put it this way, right? X-Plane didn't change their engine. They added in Vulcan support. And that was a massive overhaul needed. And that broke everything. Like, I think this Asobo engine that's built, it's capable. Might be a little bit restrictive in some areas, but I think it's capable. And then you have to think, right, if it's going to be a brand new engine, well then we need to think outside of the box. We need to think outside of the box. It needs to be more than what we currently have now, or it needs to be capable of more of what we have now. What are the biggest what are the biggest limiting factors you think we have in the sim right now? It's not graphics. It's not the graphics. The sim looks beautiful, right?
Palo Negro, traffic Baron 3, Echo, Foxtrot 50.
Alright, speed 160.
Inbound, first up landing, runway 35.
140, drop some gear and get some flaps.
Palo Negro.
Graphic efficiency? No. They're still optimizing, so I don't think that's the right one. So multiplayer, right? So if we say, right, a limiting factor right now is multiplayer, that's not necessarily the engine. It's the multiplayer service that they have. And I don't even think they own that. I think that's like hired in help, right? I could be wrong on that, but like I think that's hired in. I think there's like a service partner who does the multiplayer for them. I could be wrong. I was wrong, once, but actually I wasn't. I was right. But you have to think, like, what are limiting factors with this engine? We can't technically go to the moon, right? Space travel is out. We can't go underwater. Right? That's a limitation of the engine. Can't do it. Doesn't know how to do it. People, the objects are weird. That's a limitation of the engine. We can't create liveries natively inside the simulator. We can't modify our aircraft natively in the simulator. They're engine limitations. So if you think about, okay, well, what might the next iteration look like? For me to justify a new freaking engine, well, I want some of that. Oh, Jesus, I want some of those, please. That's just me. Shared cockpit. That, you know, limitations. Right, this was a challenging little airstrip, wasn't it? Right, we may plant this here now, Merv. Go handy. Hold the nose. There's a touch. Reverse. There's decel. 60 knots. Out of beta. And flaps in. This is going to be an uphill takeoff. This is going to be interesting.
Jesus.
I think we are hardware limited. I think flight sims are always going to be hardware limited. It's been the case since the very first flight sims. They can buy VATSIM. Optimization and stability for me. Multiplayer stuff would be secondary.
Runway 1.
Yeah.
7.
But Stu, you'll find the optimization and stability is actually coming from your... The sim already has it. It's the third-party stuff breaking, I would imagine. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I don't think... Jesus, I don't think they'll do Unreal Engine. What you'll get in eye candy, you'll lose in everything else, you know? It's a very interesting discussion. And, like, to be honest, lads, there's no right or wrong answer. But I just think, you know, when we talk about a new engine, I think, you know, you have to identify what's the current limitations of this engine. And I don't think performance and optimization is there. Because if you look at any other flight sim over the years, well, they work on them, they become more optimized. Or they just do nothing and eventually the hardware catches up and then the hardware makes it better. You know what I mean? Robert, good to see you. Oh, it's Robert Randazzo, welcome in. Murph, wanted to pop by and tell you how much we appreciate your enthusiasm for our DC-6. Is my favourite product that we've created and I love seeing others give it the love. Robert Randazzo, you're very welcome. Love your work. Love your work. I'm a huge fan of the DC-6. And hopefully, you know, before I'll try not to crash, hopefully there's enough people flying it and using it that kind of gives you guys the justification and the confidence to go ahead and maybe sprinkle a bit of new into it. Not that it needs an awful lot, mind you. It's a gorgeous airplane. I was always trying to figure out, geez, well, imagine if the DC-6 had
It'd be worth
this.
the coffee to put something new into it.
Oh, worth a coffee, man, Dougal. If there's an upgrade coming, Robert, if there's an upgrade coming, can we get the cheap coffee, espresso price? Jesus. Who's this in front of me? Drive it on there now, good fella. But I was trying to think what we're missing right now. Like, maybe integration of other GPS options. Maybe. You know, like a GTN maybe can pop in. Some people like it, some people don't. Scope for the cabin. You know, the high detail. I mean, imagine if we got that. But yeah, it's a phenomenal aircraft. Absolutely phenomenal. Also, can we get a DC-3? Please! Go on, will be very nice. Brilliant. Court, will you drive it on? You're blocking up the show.
DC-6 the first payware aircraft?
In Microsoft Flight Sim, Dougal?
If I could get a turboprop converted DC-3, I'd be happy.
It's always in the back of my mind when plotting out our workflows. GPS options, cabin upgrade. Awesome, awesome. Well, Robert, I don't know if people don't say it to you enough, but like, this is my favourite aircraft you guys have made. And you've made a few. But this thing is just incredible. Love the DC-6. We learned so much about it. We did a flight with two cats before. We flew it from, was that South Africa, back to the United States. we use it here all the time. It's wonderful to see it in 2024. So yeah, man, it's awesome work, and it is a beautiful machine. And to learn it, as I'm breaking the plane completely now because my carb temperature is off the hook, it's just incredible. So thanks for making it. And also tell Stu Snape to get one, will you? Yeah. Robert, tell Roberts that Stu and Mrs. TPI. Yeah. They said they didn't want it. Yeah. Imagine that now. Imagine not wanting it. I should have really turned off the old carburetor heat, but sure, listen. We'll see what happens. We shall line up traffic, Firefly 235, lining up and departing runway 35, departure to the northeast traffic. Right, flaps, let's be having you. Down to 20. Now,
3-2 whiskey on the roll.
We'll wait behind you, Dougal. We will get water injection on once more, because we're actually taxiing this one up the hill. Quick check on our fuel. Main tanks are okay. I'm going to jump over to our auxiliary tanks now. Turn these guys on as we swap them. And all should be well in the realm. Alright. Dad's good to see you. You fly radio controlled helicopters. Nice! What sort of choppers do you have, bud? Okay, don't mind the fact that we're literally just flying into everyone. It's the simulated horror, which is totally fine.
Approaching runway 35.
Oh, another thing, Robert, if you're still here, if your ears aren't bleeding yet, do you know the beautiful sounds you have on the brakes? I'm unsure if they can be tweaked a teeny bit.
Time to pull the big switch, good buddy.
Be the Janie then. Zenith Vibe, thank you very much indeed for the raid. Welcome in. Lads, hope you had a great stream. We are blasting off here out of Colombia and we're heading up to Venezuela. We're going for Alberto Carnevalli, I think it's called. It's one of the most challenging approaches in South America. This series we've been doing on a Monday night, it's taking the DC-6 to places you probably shouldn't. The likes of Courchevel and so on, St. Bart's. But it's a lot of fun. So, power coming in. Let's go 30 inches. Engine stable. And we're looking for 47 inches. That's going to give us our green lights for water. Water injection is available. Let's go flying. Full power set. Airspeed alive. Firefly 235 taking off runway 35, departure to the northeast. Traffic. Alright, there's 60 knots. Little bit of wind. There's 80. Up the hill we go. There's 100 knots.
Our vehicle Foxtrot, touch and go along with V5.
Little bit of back pressure. Mind the trees on the way out. There's the wind catching us again. Positive rate of climb indicating. Gear coming up. Be mindful of our pitch here. Oh, beautiful. Alright, flaps coming in. And ease off our manifold pressure, ease off our RPM. And that speed should come up nicely. A little bit of pitch. And we're going to be rolling out to our right here. Just gain a bit of altitude first. Not too much. One thing with these older aircraft, and I love the way it's modelled. Your normal airliners, full power, rotate, and you pretty much just hold your pitch. They just climb like friggin' rockets. The DC-6, it can, but like the DC-3, you need to kind of get it up to speed first, and then she'll climb. So you never do like a steep departure. And if you do a steep, watch your speed and then drop the nose to level it to build your speed back up again. Once you're up around 140 knots, you're relatively comfortable. As we are here now, so we're in a shallow enough climb. I just want to ease off some of this power. Engines are giving out to me. We're kind of in moderate stress range on our cylinder head temperature, but also our oil temperature. And we'll be starting a bit of a right turn here to see what happens. I'll make a note of it. Brilliant. Where is this now? Really looking forward to that 747. Yes. That'll be awesome. Can't wait for that. I have a Yusang F180 and a Taro 450. I'll need to look up what they are, Daz. I couldn't tell you what they are. They sound great. Will reverse engage before touchdown? It shouldn't, Dougal. And even how the reversers worked on this, it was able to turn the prop angle rapidly. Great system in this. In the sim, it has a DC-6. Is this the airplane for some other developer? PMDG, this is the aircraft. Daz, thank you for the subscribe. Welcome in, buddy. Okay, altitude is looking better here now. We'll tidy up our engines a bit. Call her 32 and a bit-ish. Cylinder head temperature on number 1 is now happy. And we'll go back into our autopilot. So let's have a look here. Gyro pilot. Lock it on. Altitude, we're still climbing. So we're going to go into a heading mode. Roll to the right. And we do have fairly high terrain ahead of us. So we just got to be careful here with the clouds. And as I said, like, looking at our map, this is, what's it like now? So right now, we seem to be dodging this weather, but look at the cell that's at our destination. And we're going to be up there in what? Half an hour? So that's kind of moving in there. We'll need to be careful. This is going to be all sorts of great crack when we get up there. It'll be grand. It's very safe. Oh yeah, don't tell Robert how long it took Murph to find out what that. So, yeah, this is terribly embarrassing. So Robert, if you are still here, I've been flying this airplane since it was once released back in the days of X-Plane, right? Anyway, all through 2020, all through 2024, we've flown it on multiple group flights, and it was only about was it this year even? Could have been this year. I just really realised that there was a reverser modelled, which means my landing was excellent, right? I spent my weekend working on the wing, pylon, flap tail vibrations on the 7.4. It's turning into a spectacular project. Can't wait to see Murphy take it into St. Bart's. 7.4 into even I'm not that bad. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement for that, man. There's nothing like flying this bird. Took her around the world on a stellar navigation. Yeah. Celestial navigation and everything through a little, look at the stars window. Will you make an LDC3 though as well, will you? Aer Lingus 747 ops. Will it be a cargo variant as well, or will that come later? The Queen of the Skies, man. There's excitement for that. Shit, look at the views here, look. Right, so it's 149 nautical miles. I don't see any nav aids where we're going, so there is one to the north. Elvigia, it's called. 1168 as well. That's interesting. 1168 is dialed in. That's really confusing. 1168. Elviga Airport. That can't be right. There's a TACAN down the road. Santo Domingo. There's a VOR there as well. And then we have Valera. Right, we'll see what happens. 14.5 is needed. Roger. We're just passing 9,000 here at the moment. Jack Carl, good to see you, buddy. I can't believe it took me this long to figure out the plane had a reverser. It was shocking. That was an embarrassing moment. To be fair, I don't have many of those. How are we for power here? Can we push this Betsy a little bit? I daren't go much higher than that. Because what I want to do is increase our rate of climb. You see, the mountains are catching up. Hello from Brazil. Hello from Ireland. Welcome in. Chakal, you're very welcome, buddy. Yeah, 14.5. That's going to be interesting. There's a massive ridge here in front of us. We could be lucky. Yeah, we will. We're fine. We'll clear it. We'll clear it. A great bunch of lads, indeed. Okay, temps, pressures. Our engine stress visualizer is fine. The cylinder head temperatures are good. Water pressure. Speaking of water pressure, we're finished with the injection pumps for now. Manifold pressure, we're about 32 inches. About 23,500 RPM. I could probably keep this a little bit cleaner. Carburetor air is stable. Oil temperature, little bit high, but it's on the upper neck of the woods. Same with our pressure. That's looking good. Fuel flow is fine. Fuel pressure is fine. Airspeed, we've just passed 10,000, so we're up around 170 or so. Climbing at around 500 feet a minute-ish. Cabin differential seems fine. And electrical system seems fine. Quick checking our circuit breakers behind us. And like, this is what's cool. These will just pop. We had one failure already this evening. We lost the motor gen on the autopilot, meaning that when we engaged the gyro pilot, it immediately disconnected. It was as if that I imagine micro switch or a servo switch didn't actually engage, because a circuit was popped. Brilliant. You just looked into a bright LED torch and now you can't see. Normal climb you should be able to make around 160. Oh, can you? Well, we'll call it 150. Easy. But I still think that's going to put us into a moderate range. We've just about cleared this. Like, it's looking at my terrain map here. We just scraped it. Well, what we did, anyone who's looking at this livery, this is our, it's a Firefly Air livery. That's our virtual airline. Cyrus team made this delivery, and it's dedicated to our very own Annalisa. We ran a competition on Discord, as we do with some of the liveries, and Annalisa won this one, so that's Annalisa in Irish dancing, jumping away. Cool, eh? I once got put into a hold on saying intentions because someone at the destination airport was shining a laser pen. Yeah. Annalise is the DC-6 livery. You know, she's this as well, isn't she? No? Oh no, wait, hang on. I do know that's the emote we use for Annalisa. Ah, right, it's the DC-3. We're flying the DC-3 on Friday. Aviation is with us in a Connie. Beautiful. Right, we actually got away with 12.5, but there's massive mountains behind that. We're going to lock in our altitude for now. I want to pick up some speed. And we're going to make a little bit of a right turn to get us back on track. We're currently about 10 miles off where we should be. So we'll ease in. Who be this strange fella? Dougal, welcome to the tube. The tour of the cockpit has answered my question. There's not a cat in hell's chance I can fly this airplane. Gav, you think that, but dude, I'm telling you, once you get used to it, it's easy enough to stay on top of it. Plus, you do have the artificial flight engineer. This guy will look after pretty much everything for you. You just point and like use power. This will do all your checks, set up all your systems, and you can learn how to fly the aircraft by using the AFE. It'll hold your hand. Right? It's very good. And then after you fly for a while, you'll figure, oh, I need to do this now, or oh, I should be doing that. And like the main things on this aircraft is going to be, you have your BMAP indication, you have manifold pressure, and you have your RPM. You have two temperatures, well, there's three, but there's two temperatures you really need to keep a close eye on. Your cylinder head temperature, and then your carburetor air. If the carb is too low, they could freeze, so you need to bring some carb air with these blue levers down here. If you find that your cylinder heads are very hot, make sure your cowl flaps are open. If they're very cold, make sure they're closed. And also RPM, right? Yeah, 777, 100%. I don't know why I always leave it down there. And like, I'm always like, oh yeah, awkward. Do you know, that probably wrecks people. Yeah. It probably wrecks people's heads. Why doesn't he move the EFBs? I'm up it. Brilliant. Where is this now? You're flying the A321 XLO or Washington to Dublin. Oh, from Dublin. Oh, nice. Or just let the flight engineers sort everything for you. Yeah, 100%. I like to feel that, you know, I know exactly what, right, I'm in charge. Gav, put on your list. This is an excellent aircraft. I've always said it. There's something about the DC-6. I don't know, is it the romance of just an excellent prop liner? I don't know, is it you know, is it delivery? I don't know what it is. There is just something iconic about this DC-6. I love it. We know you like us to think that you know what you're doing. Yep, 100%. It's an excellent airplane. You won't regret flying it. It's fun. And like, you know, the last run we did with this, a DC-6 series, it was the Aleutian Islands. Like, whenever we take the DC-6, it's somewhere friggin' cool. We did the Northwest Passage, remember? Like, we've done mad flights with this. So if there's ever to be like the epic road trip, it tends to be the DC-6. Doesn't have to be, mind you. You can fly anything you like. But I love flying this machine. We have done some flights of this over the years, like. It's lovely. They're basically high-performance 3D stunt helis. Ah. And normal controller, and are they battery or are they fueled? First PMDG aircraft was a 7.3 in flight sim 2004. Yeah, same. That was the NG as well, I think. We do need to pop over to Dallas, over to Scott, for some VATSIM. Yeah, 100%. Is it Dallas Love Field, Scott, or is it Fort Worth? I've flown this machine on VATSIM as well. It's just a great machine. Dying to fly the Phoenix Neos. Look at that view, look. That's gorgeous. Dallas is the start of September up to Midway. Ah. Dallas Love. I've been too lazy to go after DFW. Brilliant. It's electric. Can't fly nitro because too loud. Aha. Still remember the PMDG MD-11? Do you remember the... Oh, what was that called? It was a small turboprop. Jet something. Wasn't it Jetstar? Jetstream, yes! Remember the Jetstream? That was awesome. There's Dr. Notham. Tarnish. Like, see that kind of atmospheric scattering? We need to see more of that into flights in 2024. X-Plane they've nailed that. Like, they've nailed it. 24 doesn't do a bad job, but like that view there is very convincing. But the difference in that sort of clouds with atmospheric scattering, that's what they call it. It looks like mist. They've nailed that, do you know? Do I also fly helis? Yes, I love flying helis. You still got your box copy of the 73NG? No way. Kieran Isle, that's a vibe. Dublin to LA, LA to Dublin. Like 11, 12, oh more. That's about a 12-hour flight, isn't it? Jetstream is a great looking aircraft, but a wee bit cramped inside. Yeah, it was gorgeous though. But yeah, you'll often find me now flying in the Dauphin. Flew the Alouette quite a bit as well, but the Dauphin, or the MH60, but the Dauphin is my favourite helicopter. Now, are we picking this up correctly? 59, no, so look, we're still flying away because that is incorrect. Navigraph have it wrong. El Vega should be 1168. 1168, so that's incorrect. So Navigraph, I think, have gotten that wrong. If I look up, let me see now. If I look up nearest, and we want to look for, can we do a search? We're looking for SVLF.
It's Freddy Border Group.
Okay, that sounded broken. 118. I want to see.
That's 5.
So yeah, that's bad. That's not working as expected. Nearest airport, nearest NDB. Or a VOR, but we'll get an NDV with that. What's the identifier? LFA. So look, frequency should be 113. Interesting. So you should be 113 flat. flat. And let's look at our DME. 32 miles out, 96. There we go, that's better. Oh, that's because the mountains get in the way, look. 96. That doesn't seem right. 30 miles out? Ah, wrong one, Murphy. EVG. And now, EVG. Nearest, we're looking for EVG. There you go. Hey, look, it is 1168. Do the maths there. So, like, that doesn't work. 1168. It's confusing, this little machine here, because that's flying away from the previous VOR. Love the Huey. Huey's really good. Still have a 757 manual, not the .air file anymore from back when PMDG sold precision manuals. No way. No way, 777. It's a 14-hour flight. Kieran, that's going to be a great flight. So we're at 12, no we're not, we're at 11.7. Reset our barrow here, that doesn't seem right, because we were around 11.5. And we want to put ourselves on point here. Now, let's get an idea of where we're landing and how we're landing. According to the real world, there's only one approach that's actually open for this aircraft, because there was a terrible crash. So we have runway 7 or 25. So if we were to look at runway 7, we're talking 5,000 feet. What's the weather situation? No METAR, no TAF. SVMD. Let's see if St. Tensions help us out. SVMD. Search. METAR. Winds 160 at 12. So it's runway 7. So runway 7 it is. Hey, Iowa Scotsman, good to see you. Dougal said winds are for 2.5. Are they? I'd have gone now with 7. If they're 160, we'd be 7. You got 2.5. Where are you getting them from? 1 knot headwind on 2.5. .069 degrees is the heading of the runway. And according to the weather, wind 160 at 12 knots. Now I've no TAF for here. Elevation is 5,000. Too many ATIS. I'll go with this. I'm going to go for 07, lads. There's an RMP approach for runway 7. This is the only legal one. There was a terrible fatality here with an ATR. So that's how she looks. Let's have a look. Missed approach, left turn heading up to 11,000 as indicated on the missed approach table. So like it's a full, if you go missed approach, it's a full hard left turn. How does a go around work? There is no go around. That's going to be very tricky, isn't it? Bouvard at 11, yeah. Well, like, look at the terrain around it. You just have to fly the runway fly the runway heading and climb like a divil to circle back around. Otherwise, you want to be ducking out very early. Because that's how it's going to look. Your initial approach fix is at Bouvard at 11,000. And then now there's a hole there as well. And then you descend down to Dablu at 9 or 7. Nidab and then Apari. If you're not established and configured by Apari, left turn and it's back up to 11,000. Yeah, it'll be grand. Grand. Hey, Naughty Gnome, good to see you. I flew out of Mérida Airport in a Cessna in real life. No way. That's awesome. Naughty Gnome, the man of mystery. You know, I mean, is there anything you haven't done? You actually flew out of here in the real world back in 2001. That's crazy, man. In Venezuela? Nuts. Right, course correction, left heading. Watch the terrain here as well. We're looking alright. Quick check, how's our fuel? We're on our auxiliary tanks. So 1 and 4 are a little bit low, but they're kind of in line with our main tanks. They're okay. Engine stress visualizer is okay. Jeff Faviano's here. Jeff, good to see you, buddy. 36 months, man. Hope you're keeping well. We're here trying to fly a DC-6 into somewhere you probably shouldn't. It'll be grand. Right. Jeff, thank you very much indeed, bud. Hope you're well. Lieutenant Bob, welcome in. I spent 4 weeks in Venezuela. It was an incredible experience. I say it was. Did you come back with a tan? You're right. There's a big massive mountain ahead of me, lads, and yeah. I don't decline. Well, what? 11,000 is our safe altitude for our our initial approach fix, but obviously not en route. So we're going to lean a little bit to the right and just dodge that big mountain. You know, we can play chicken with it, but I reckon it'll win. So far, so good. She's finally reading the correct direction now. 46-ish miles away. And we'll drove it in. Loved your GTA vid a couple of weeks ago, showing the realism of the aircraft. Yeah. Oh man, GTA 6, like the world is just going to go on. The world is going to do nothing for a couple of days. Or weeks. There's the lads over there. We're out here, lads. You know, not because it is easy, but because we're thick. We didn't follow our own flight plan. Totally fine. Hey, Quokka, good to see you. Minimum safe altitude is 17.
Am I the only guy in the world that's never played GTA?
Dougal, I reckon GTA, it'll change your life. I mean, you're renowned for being up late on VATSIM. I reckon GTA will do the same to you. Well, it probably won't. But I mean, you know. Old veterans never played it either. Hey, Muttley, good to see you. GTA is good old crack. This is beautiful scenery here, lads. We'll have to showcase the scenery and do a bit of tunage. What do you reckon? Have I a button here now for a diss? Our Monday night prop job. Are we ready, friends? We'll play some music. Sure, would you come on out of that though? Isn't it brilliant? It is absolutely fantastic. What a machine, lads. What a machine. More cowbell. More cowbell needed. Right. The aircraft is behaving flawlessly. We're going to try and head up. We'll use the approach chart to get us the initial approach fix. And we'll see what the weather is doing. This is going to make it very challenging. We'll be fine, right? We'll be fine. We might have to climb here now in a bit as well. We'll roll a little bit into our left. Man, look at the scenery here. Isn't this gorgeous? Also, to my knowledge, I think the airport itself is out of action for commercial flights due to the earthquakes. Military and humanitarian aircraft are allowed in, but I think the runway and all that is, you know what I mean? Venezuela had a terrible doing with earthquakes recently. Right, so we're kind of heading back up to where we need to. There's a San Francisco up here. San Francisco. There's a San Francisco here. Let's have a look now. I don't like flying into cloud like this. We do have terrain on this gadget, haven't we? We do have terrain on this gadget. View 120. Let's give ourselves about 50 miles so we can see what's happening here. We should be alright. Am I going to San Francisco? No. Wait, we're getting pretty close with now, but no. I hear you're going to San Francisco, Father. I've terrible hay fever, so I'm not sticking out in my hair. Wait, what? Hay fever? Oh, this is Dodge, man. Why isn't our terrain radar picking this up? Now, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but... Oh, no, it is, look. Well, it's not, look. That's 35 nautical miles. There's all sorts of mountainous... Oh, there's a gap. It's like that scene out of The Naked Gun. Everywhere I look reminds me of her. You'll see now when we go through the clouds what I mean, right? Murph hasn't enough to put anything into it. Wait, what? Gav is settling down, off to Wales in the morning, got everything crossed for good weather when we go to the Mac Loop. Nice, Gav. I missed the joke. What was the joke? No, we're okay. It just looked an awful lot worse than what it was. Should probably give up at this stage. Jokes! I get jokes! Sure. Oh, this scenery is gorgeous, isn't it? It's not a real joke, it's a song. Then why did you even think for the second I would have got it? Roy Orbison. Those two firefighting helis that crashed in Greece were from Australia. Oh no. I saw the video of it, man. Jesus. The bravery it must take to be, you know, a firefighting pilot. Man alive. Alright, we're going to hold altitude. Jesus, we need to turn left. Left a bit. And we're going to hold our altitude. Because we are on a good approach. There's the lads. We can kind of follow a bit of a canyon here. There's a road. Is that the road? I think we can follow this road up here. And the road will bring us to the airport. How many more updates this year, says Kieran? Not sure, bud. Sim Update 6 is next. I imagine we'll get a Sim Update 7. And that'll be the year. I think. Okay, we're doing alright. Now, even though it's telling us on the chart 11,000 is our initial approach fix, I mean, I'm looking at it here. We can go well below 11. We can go down to about 8. We're 5 minutes out from that VOR. And the VOR is over there somewhere. New 707 after Sim Update 6. Yes, that's going to be interesting. It looks like a CD key, doesn't it? All right, okay. Let's. There goes Mrs. TPHI, ups and down in our natural habitat. Speed is a little bit fast for our lights. We'll go ahead and disengage. 2 words at once. Disengage our gyro pilot. Drop the power out a small bit. And we'll let the nose drop somewhat naturally here. Has anyone talked about updating the Boeing Clipper boat? There's talk of it, Scott, but like, I haven't seen it, mate. Now that little buzzer we're hearing is the landing gear horn. We can turn that off. Actually, I might get rid of our carb heat here, which probably isn't a good idea considering we're going to be somewhat idling all the way down. But let's see what happens. We'll fly it into this canyon. Oh, look at this view in here. The clouds are somewhat behaving. We could be lucky. Dougal is circling to 2.5, you mad devil, you. 200 knots. I wonder will the lights stay out here? Because the wind can completely blow these back. Oh no, they're okay. Man, what a... Look at this state.
Something. I'm just heading towards Bouvard. He's probably going to have better visibility than us.
Better visibility for 2.5. Hey, B. Carlo, good to see you. I think we're going to be okay.
But no, I'm not a cloud.
Right, ease back our speed a bit. Man, this is pretty. Runway 7 is too easy. Where's the fun? Do you want us to do a circle to land as well? This is going to be ridiculous. Okay, you twisted my arm. It's going to be circle to land. Dougal, you're a trendsetter. Carnevalli traffic. Firefly 235, a DC-6. We've just hit our initial approach fix. We are 15 miles from the airport. We're going to be doing a circle to land runway 25, full stop, Carnevalli. Now, we have announced it. We will do the thing. This is a stupid idea, but let's see what happens. Speed is still fairly lively. 25 it is. Not because it is easy, but because we are stupid.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? I will say, this series has really tested us on short field landings and like precision turns and all this, so we should be okay. We should, you know, should. This is beautiful scenery in here, man. Don't have the airfield just yet. It's up this neck of the woods. I think this is our... Yeah, this is where I recorded the trailer. And then next week, lads, we're going to Lukla. Have you flown out of SKMD? I think we have 777.
Oh, dear Lord.
Lukla would be grand. Should be lucky at Lukla. Cyrus T, the man of Teal. Good to see you, Cyrus. Very happy Monday to you.
I mean, on the upside, it means I get to use the Aerosoft scenery for it.
Correct and right. Right. This is going to get very interesting. Let's bring our prop up a little bit. There's nothing to fear but everything. Is Lukla the last part of the series? Yes. Correct and right, Energizer. When is the series ending? Next Monday, Stu. Next Monday is the last of this series with our beloved DC-6. And then we'll have the national parks to tackle next. Easy now. We'll follow in the old valley here as best we can. Speed is alright. Engine won't be happy with us. Carb is cold. Oil pressure is moderate. Easy now.
Carnevalli traffic, November 833 Echo Foxtrot inbound Boulevard for the RNAV runway 07 approach. Carnevalli.
Energizer. Keep the series going to force Stu and Mrs. GPHI. Yeah. Welcome to the US National Parks, the next adventure for the DC-6. Brilliant. Alright, speed is looking good, about 150. Bit of trimmage. Density altitude is playing with us here. It's warm outside, 34 degrees. Let's see what we can do. Still a little ways out. Ooh, we got high terrain up. Oh, look at that. Is that like a... I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just rocks. Alright. Alright, speed and power is good. It's high terrain on both sides. Whose idea was this again? Yes, this appears totally safe. Nothing to worry about at all. It's grand.
You'll be fine, stop whining.
You'll be fine, stop whining. Alright, let's see what we can do here, lads. Now the question here is, was it a left circle to land or a right circle to land? Let's find out together. It's 6 knots of headwind. Alright, there's a runway.
Right circuit, if that's any help.
Right, sir. So right turn, okay. Lower the geareth, please. Gear coming down. Look at the state of that for the view. Look. Beautiful. And remember, the landing gear in this DC-6, they're huge. Bit of power. Now.
Carnevalli traffic. Land vehicle, Foxtrots overhead, the blue, continuing RMP runway 07 approach.
This is very pretty. The airport doesn't have circling to land. Gustav, it does now. But yeah, I think it's literally one way in. Literally, you know. Green Ranger, good to see you, buddy. Double alerts and everything. Let me see. Buttons.
Murph, you should know the Fireflies carve their own approaches, man.
Indeed we do. We make our own approaches. The Fireflies. Inventing approaches since 2020. Green Ranger, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Going to be a tight turn for that aircraft? No, I think we're good. It's very reminiscent of Innsbruck, really.
Over ILS, here is ELS.
ELS? Look at this, lads. This is spectacular. Right, we'll ramble out this way. I can see there's aerials here. We're going to use that as our visual reference point. We'll get beyond them. There's a bit of a drop here in the hill. We'll hang a right and then come in this way. Gee, look at the drop. All right, speed is good.
There's no tree on the end of the runway, but there is a building, Murph, so beware.
There's buttons and now things happening. There's all things happening. What happened? Green Ranger, you mad devil. Jeez, a super chat donation got into the tube of you from Green Ranger. Thank you very, very much indeed. Double the alerts and everything. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. It's great to see you. I hope you're well. This is gorgeous looking. Dougal, what did you say about a building? I got distracted by Green Ranger. Look at the state of this. This place is gorgeous.
In my sim, there's a great big building right on the end of runway 25.
Oh, lovely. We like a challenge, Dougal. DC-6, isn't it so good? It's so good. What a machine, lads. Alright, our speed is good. We're holding about 120, flaps 30, gears down, prop full. And we're going to start a right turn here. Easy now, Jemima. Now we're climbing here for the minute, but that'll change rapidly. There's the nose coming down. A bit of Toby here now, please, Jemima. Thank you.
It's like coming into Innsbruck.
It really is, isn't it? Watch your power. Look at the bank angle. Jesus. Out the window. Oh, the views. Who said we weren't going to do a circle to land? Have you no sense of adventure at all? Now, can we get this corrected? Right, does anyone see the runway? Yeah. Alright, easy now. What do we have? Flaps 30? Flaps 40. Speed 120.
Carnivali traffic, pattern 3 Echo Foxtrot, 5 mile file, runway 07, Carnivali.
Runaway, you have a DC-6 inbound, 2 miles on 25. Don't panic. It's not a runway, it's a driveway. It's friggin' awesome, isn't it? Test pilot, good to see you. Stubby, good to see you. Welcome in, lads. It's a bit like Paro, actually. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Right, there is, can confirm a big building at 25. Right, watch your power.
Yeah, don't worry, I already took the roof off it coming in.
A sunroom. Isn't this beautiful? Alright, watch your speed.
Conservatively, if you will.
This is going to be tricky. Alright, speed 100, gear down, flaps down, prop full, mixtures auto rich. We're watching that big red building. We're going to aim for almost the... Well, our touchdown zone is grand, we just don't want to hit that building. Remember, the landing gear on this thing are long. There's 2.5. We'll ease off the power and then flare late. Keep her going. Keep her going. Keep her going. Watch the flare. Power to idle. Hold the nose. Hold the nose. There's 90 knots. Back wheels any second now. There's our back wheels. 128. Gently down on the nose. Reverse prop. 80 knots. Decel. Small bit of manual braking. There's 60 knots. Beautiful. Out of beta. Flaps coming in. And we'll vacate onto the grass. We're down. And we're alive. And we don't know how we're alive, but we are.
Appreciate it.
Clear the runway. Alright, up the grass. Man, that circle to land was gorgeous. Brilliant. I try not to clip the trees. So yeah, in the real world, the airport was damaged from the earthquake. So they're allowing military and relief aircraft come in, humanitarian relief fly in. That was a beautiful approach.
Carnevalli traffic, balanced vehicle, Foxtrot, clear the active, thanks for plane.
John Moorcamp is over there. Brilliant. I'll go to the far side here. Oh, we got some choppers as well. Sweet. Beautiful aircraft, yeah. This is the PMDG DC-6. It is an absolute cracker. Right in the door. Full lock.
Approaching runway 24.
Alright, parking brakes on. Power coming back. We got our cowl flaps back open. Lights off. Avionics coming off. Absolutely gorgeous, lads. Excellent. Ramp. Let's go ahead and give us our ground power unit. And we'll connect to that. That keeps our power going. And we'll go ahead and get our doors open here as well.
Oh, behave.
Absolutely beautiful. What? There's buttons here, look. What happened there? Someone pressed buttons. Oh, Green Ranger, thank you very much indeed for the 5 gifted memberships going out to the tube of you. You're very, very kind indeed. Thank you very much indeed. That's insane support.
Oh,
Wisdom, the Tattooed Bacon, Conneth, Rod, and Wisdom, all receiving. Lads, do be sure to say thank you very much indeed to Green Ranger for the 5 gifted memberships. That's insane, dude. Thank you very much. That's just an incredible, incredible aircraft. Love this machine. That's insane. Green Ranger, you're a legend. Thank you very much indeed. Look at the, right? Look at the slope on the runway. They need to fix the LOD in that Connie. It just looks like...
I put the car in
I know, there's more! Jesus! Dougal, what are you doing? Dougal McTavish with 5 gifted tier 1 subs here on Twitch. Lads, if you got a gifted tier 1 sub, thanks to Dougal, do be sure to say thank you. And the same goes to Green Ranger over on the tube as well. Thank you very, very much indeed, lads. Insane support. He's a very kind, a great bunch of lads. What a cool runway. Like, I've never flown into here in the sim. And like, look at the scenery around it. It's one of these places. I'd say the same about Dublin. It's one of these places that you can fly in with your liner. Ideally a prop liner, but you know, she can take a jet, right? Hey, Brett is here. Good to see you, bud. Welcome in. It's the sort of place you'd fly in with your liner and then go exploring with a chopper. Because look at the mountains here. Isn't this something? Like, what a place to go exploring. High in the hills in Venezuela, like. I mean, look at the elevation up here even, right? This is what makes 2024 just breathtaking. I mean, look at the view here, look. Isn't that something else, isn't it? Look at that. That's incredible. Sounds like an American discovering Scotland for the first time, right? But even up to here, like, what's the elevation? Oh, look, there's a lovely lake. Now, lads, could you imagine now, you know, out with the swimming togs? We could do a bit of fishing here with Go Fish. But this is where chopper flights are just class. Like, they're class. Look, it's almost like a walkway there, or pathway. Like, look at the friggin' altitude we're at. This is mad. And it goes higher. the Andes, built by the Irish in 1930. We didn't have space for them in Ireland. Look at that, like you're above the clouds here. Isn't that spectacular looking? That is amazing looking. Look at that. There's something else, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So add this airport, ICAO, it's Sierra Victor Mike Delta. Add this to your airports, and as I say, like a chopper flight here, could you imagine the crack? Look at the state of that, look. High up in the Andes. And everywhere you look, it's just jaw-dropping scenery, look. I mean, look at that. For crying out loud, look at the state. It's amazing. Right? Full time in a few minutes. Nice. Yeah, I think you need to bring a chopper here for sure. It's absolutely gorgeous here. And like, could you imagine like proper challenging weather coming in as well? Like just amazing. Absolutely amazing. What a place. What a location for us to find. And that's what this series has been all about. It's finding these mad challenging airports. Taking the DC-6 into them when ordinarily you wouldn't put a DC-6 anywhere near these sort of airports. You know what I mean? It's incredible. Colombia, Venezuela, Chile, best looking parts of South America. Yeah, it's amazing. Brazil as well. Brazil as well. Or a glider flight. A glider flight. Yeah. But the Irish invented the Germans. We did. Brilliant. Right, lads, that's going to do for tonight. This has been part 6 of Prop Job, the mighty DC-6. Next week is the grand finale. We're visiting Lukla, but we're also going to be flying into Paro on the way. Next week is going to be the ultimate of challenging landings, because we have Paro and we have Lukla, and that's all taking place this day next week. Tomorrow night, a little bit different. We're going to go back to the A220. We're going to be doing a flight in around the Mediterranean. We're heading out of Larnaca and we're going to head over to Santorini, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. And yeah, we'll have a week of flying as well. We also have the news coming up on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have a double header. We're going to be using some on-air company as we're flying the Grand Caravan out of Augusta. We have our Vatsan flight on Thursday night into Tokyo. And then on Friday night, we're taking our beloved DC-3 for a flight as well. So it's a busy week for flying, and we haven't even scratched the surface yet. So tomorrow night's flight, it's a Say Intentions groupie flight, and we're going to be using ATC with that as well. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. But yes, Lukla in a DC-6, that's where we're heading to next. It'll be grand. Yeah, right. I've checked the scenery. The aircraft does fit between the buildings on the hill, but it won't be easy. And your options for a go-around, extremely limited. So much so, in fact, you don't have an option. Yeah, right. But it'll be grand, lads. We'll be fine. We won't worry about it too much. Folks, your support tonight has been absolutely incredible. Thank you very, very much indeed. And I hope you enjoyed spending the few hours with the Fireflies. This is what we do. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. So, right, we'll see you tomorrow, 1900 Zulu time. In the meantime, you'll find us over on Discord, !Discord. That's where we hang about. And hey, in a box, man, good to see you. So yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow at 1900. Until then, you take care.
Over there. Oh, sweet something, ah, Jesus! Medic! Oh. There's nothing to look at this big eater. Jesus.
There's nothing to see. No, there's nothing to see at all. Engines are now off. I've just killed the mixture. Right? Watch this. Mags are off. Feather boat props. My engines are now completely off, right? And I'll know they're completely off because I'm going to keep an eye on the props. They will just stop, right? Engine 1 stopped. Engine 2 stopped. That's the sound I should hear. This is the sound of Dublin. Pascal Sheehy, RTE. Is Pascal Sheehy still doing the news? Oh, there's Gibbo, look! He almost turned it over. Gibbo, you nearly rolled it.
Yeah, baby.
Did you just say that? He nearly rolled the trailer coming in. Hilarious.
Cheers, Gibbo.